Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Todd Talk, because when Todd talks, people listen. Hopefully. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Todd Black, and I am a video gamer, I am a comic book nerd, and comic book writer, and I am a fan of many things geek and nerd culture. And as many of us are known to do, we have opinions on virtually everything in our culture, geek and nerd related. And so I just decided, let's just do a series talking about my thoughts on certain issues. So if you're watching the video version of this, you might be noticing I'm wearing my headphones. Well, I'm doing that because I know that some people can't watch the videos and they'd rather just listen to it. So I'm also doing a sound version of Todd Talk so that you can play it on your phone, or you can watch it on your computer, or do both. It's totally up to you. These will be short little bursts, I think no longer than 30 minutes, depending on the topic, obviously. And I'll just share my thoughts, and then I encourage interaction, whether it be through the YouTube page, or following me on Facebook or Twitter, and let's have some fun, shall we? So I thought the perfect place to start off with this is the recent Super Smash Bros. Direct that Nintendo had this past Tuesday. It was the final Super Smash Bros. Direct, which is significant for many reasons, obviously. And there was two major announcements that have honestly garnered so much backlash, both good and bad, that it just needs to be talked about. And I could have gone to Facebook. I'm on a couple Smash Brothers groups, and I could have just posted my thoughts and typed up a storm. But it just doesn't feel the same. I like showing my feelings, not just typing it up. So let's have some fun, shall we? So first up was honestly, one of the bigger surprises, if you really think about it, was the arrival of Korin, or Kamui for you people in Japan, from the upcoming or already released, again, if you're in Japan, Fire Emblem Fates. Now, I did my best to, not get this Nintendo Direct spoiled for me, and I did get the later character spoiled, but this one totally took me by surprise. And I'm actually excited for this. I'm going to say this phrase a lot for those who know me. For those who know me, you know that Fire Emblem is actually my favorite Nintendo franchise. Yes, I know that sounds weird, especially since I'm American and, only a certain amount of Fire Emblem games have come out in the Americas. But I just love the series. I love the stories, I love the characters, I love the depth of the combat, I love the replayability of the game, and the ability to even just pick one character and not play with them all last time, and then bring them in, and then realize, my gosh, how did I not have this character before? And you just slowly but surely making these teams that just stand with you through the test of time. And also, it's just one of the deeper Nintendo franchises, for being completely honest. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I love Legend of Zelda, Smash Bros. Obviously, but Fire Emblem has always has special place ever since I started playing through Path of Radiance, and then going forward and even going back. So when I heard that Korin, both male and female, just like Robin, was coming, this was actually very exciting, especially as you saw the moveset, because one of the things Smash Bros. Has kind of got a little bit of a bad rap for is there's a lot of sword characters between Legend of Zelda and Fire Emblem and certain other franchises. There's a lot of sword characters, and your first reaction was with Korin, oh my gosh, he/she has a sword. But that's the thing, that the sword isn't that much of an issue, because Korin's a dragon, sort of. For those who saw the trailer, Korin has all these special dragon attacks. The sword becomes a lance in some instances, which is technically a first for the Smash Brothers franchise, and then the arm transforms into the dragon's head, and the counter is a torrential counter, and not just shiny face and then bam with a sword. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that really adds some versatility. It's honestly a play off of Robin, who technically has the 11 sword, but his main mode of attack is the scrolls, or books, as Robin is a sage. And that's what I'm seeing here. Yes, they have a sword, and the sword is special, but the majority, or the true impact, is the ability to transform into a dragon in certain parts, and then just be able to totally wreak havoc on your opponents. And even Sakurai, you could just tell, was loving describing these details and everything, and getting people excited. Now, the backlash aside from the moveset, and again the sword, was that technically this means that there are 7 Fire Emblem characters in Super Smash Bros. There's even already been memes about how, it's the Fire Emblem fighting game and other characters. And this honestly angers me a little bit because there are 6 Pokemon characters. There are numerous Mario characters. I honestly forgot that. I'm pretty sure there might be 6. Let's see: Mario, Peach, Bowser Jr., Luigi, Yoshi, Rosalina. There you go, Rosalina and Luma. So there's 7 Mario characters. There's 7 Fire Emblem characters. There's 6 Pokemon characters. Legend of Zelda has 5, right? Because they separated Zelda and Sheik. So it's confusing that people are angry about Fire Emblem getting all this love and not some other franchise. Now I grant you entirely. This is a case of preference, love of franchise, and everything. I know there are people who have ideas for Pokemon that could have easily rounded out up to 7 or more. I know Legend of Zelda fans wanted a Girahim. I personally wanted Wolf Link and Midna. Zant even. I know many people still want an overhaul for Ganondorf. So he's less of a clone of Captain Falcon. And there's no real right or wrong here. Okay? Because, again, it's all about preference. If I say what's your favorite franchise for Nintendo, you're going to think of one instant. Like I said, mine was Fire Emblem. My second would probably be Pokemon, with 3 being Legend of Zelda. And so to see characters from these franchises represented makes me happy. But for fans who are of different tastes, like let's say Star Fox, I know a lot of people wanted Wolf, even though he technically was a clone, a second clone if you really think about it. And they want them. A lot of people wanted Crystal. Crystal was actually, for the Super Smash Bros. Wii, the most requested character, and yet she still hasn't gotten it. I know legions of fans who want Isaac from Golden Sun, me included, and they're not in yet. And then we get the character like Corrin, who technically has only come out in half the world. I can understand why that makes people angry, but we shouldn't get so upset about this, because it's like Sakurai said, there was a reason why they put him in. They wanted people to, like, on our side of the the West, to get a glimpse of what Corrin, male or female, will be like in Fire Emblem Fates, and the fun that we're going to have. And so it almost was natural to put them in, because obviously by the time we could possibly get another Smash Bros. Game, which would be on the NX, obviously, or in whatever the next Nintendo handheld is, there's already going to be most likely going to be another Fire Emblem game out, and then the focus will probably be on them getting into the game. Now, that's the other important thing here, is when the next Smash Bros. Game in, are we going to have all 7 of these characters? I don't think we will. Marth will probably be there. Ike would be there. I might pull for Robin, maybe, depending on timing. I doubt Lucina will come back. And then Corrin, that's a big wild card there as well. So, what are we at? Roy? I mean, Roy was an addition. That was DLC too. So, what are we really asking for here? So, should we be mad that Corrin got in? I don't think we should. This is a rare opportunity. Again, I know it's easy to say, oh, it's just another sword wielder from Fire Emblem. No, I don't think this is. I don't think Sakurai pulled that on us. Now, if they pulled a Lucina or even a Roy, and did that as one of the final characters, then we might have reason to be mad. But they've already played that card, and Roy was requested a lot. Lucina was a little bit of a surprise and maybe a little bit of a letdown, given what we could have had, but should we really be mad? Really? And this is not a pure full Fire Emblem game. And again, the best part is, technically, if you don't get the DLC of Corrin or Roy, that's 5 characters. So there you go. Now, the other big reveal, which I am very happy about, is Bayonetta. Okay, this one was spoiled for me. I actually watched a death battle via Pokemon vs. Digimon, which I will be doing a video on, guarantee you. And they mentioned that Bayonetta was original Smash Bros. And they're going to be doing Bayonetta Death Battle, which I'm excited for both. And so when I saw this, I saw the trailer. Dang, I'm so excited. This is going to be so good. Uh, I have a very interesting history with Bayonetta in that I thought the first game was ridiculous. I saw the trailers, even though the music was really good. I thought the music for the trailer was good. And then all of a sudden, there's not going to be a sequel. Then there is going to be a sequel. Oh my gosh, it's going to be on the Wii U, but I haven't played the original. Oh wait, they're bundling both together. I should totally get this. I should totally review this. And I did, and I played them both, and I loved them both. I gave it a 5 out of 5. And then I worked for a website that actually gave Bayonetta 2 the Game of the Year. So yeah, I pretty much like Bayonetta. I just like the fun of it. I mean, yes, it's a mature game, and I don't play mature games very often. I mean, I don't. I can honestly count on my hand the number of mature, either I'll go franchises just to be fair. It's like Mass Effect, Metal Gear Solid, can't remember, was Batman mature? I don't remember now. Bayonetta's obviously on there. And Saints Row. Saints Row 3, 4. Because I worked at number 3. There you go. It's that kind of thing, But when I played Bayonetta, despite, language aside, and yes, I do apologize, my neck has suddenly gotten very, very red. It was just fun. Bayonetta is such a fun character. It's just, oh my gosh, it just boggles my mind. And then Bayonetta 2 was just, completely crazy. Nintendo showed that, hey, we can have these kinds of games on our console, which is, they kind of had a reputation of not doing something like that. And it was just, bam, bam, bam. And I work for numerous websites on the side. And I did lists of Smash Brothers characters for 2 of them. One was most wanted fan characters in Smash Bros. This was like when we just were getting started with the Wii U and 3DS version. And then I did one for a top 5 third-party characters that we could still get in Smash Bros. With this direct we just had in mind. And in both of them I had Bayonetta was in it. The fans voted for Bayonetta, and I said Bayonetta was obvious. Now, there's always a question of why a third-party character should always be in Smash Bros. I've always had one very bottom line, this has to be the requirement here, and that is they have had to appear on a Nintendo console before. Sonic, Snake, Ryu, Mega Man, Pac-Man. I know I just realized I went out of order. I'm sorry. Cloud, Bayonetta, all have been on Nintendo console in one form or another, significant or other, before. And with Bayonetta, again, they had Bayonetta 2 was only on the Wii U, numerous Game of the Year nominations, and winner on the site I used to work for. Sadly, it has closed down. I apologize. And Platinum has worked with Nintendo for the last few years, a great standing. They made Wonderful 101, which is very much a cult hit, made Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U, and is now working on Star Fox Zero, which I'm looking forward to as well. And so the idea that Bayonetta is coming to Smash Brothers is very believable, even more believable than certain other characters that have either made it in or could make it in. So I'm excited for that. And just the thought that they incorporated her personality into the moveset is very fun for me. Like, they even did her dancing in her taunts, which was freaking awesome, because you're like, this is who Bayonetta is. She flaunts who she is. She's spunky, she's sassy, and she's she's gorgeous, and she's never afraid to use it. Like, I love in the trailer where she is fakingly scratching pitched chin, flirtingly, and that's who Bayonetta is. And then her moveset, you still have some of those very, I guess, risque is the best way to say it, moveset, like where she's literally upside down shooting with her leg guns and everything. And it was just so fun because a lot of people feared even that if Bayonetta got in there, that they would have to tone her down to make it work in the game, to make it still, I guess, Eve 10/T rated. And based on what I saw and what Sakurai told us, the only thing they took away was that she isn't swearing, which is fine. I don't think we need that to, get the full Bayonetta effect. So, there you go. And again, the trailer in the moveset is so perfectly Bayonetta, and the fact that they're incorporating her hand and feet guns, and they're incorporating witch time and her demon summons, and even her simple things like the butterfly wings. This is the detail that Smash Brothers does. This is what Smash Brothers does better than possibly every fighting game out there. I cannot vouch for that because I have not played every fighting game, but in my opinion, this is something that I really love about them, is that they go detailed on everything. And like the shadow of Bayonetta, like being a Madame Butterfly. I just realized I said that wrong. I do apologize. But that's what we're talking about here. It's that detail. They didn't have to do that, but they did because they wanted to be true to Bayonetta. And as Sakurai said, what detail, what passion, what intricacies this was to have Bayonetta. It's a dream come true. I love that line because that was so true. And yes, there are third-party characters that could have gone in here above Bayonetta, but given where she came from with Platinum Studios and the relationship of that, why not? Again, we got Cloud Strife, and we got Bayonetta, we got Ryu, and we got Pac-Man, and Mega Man, and Sonic, and Snake's not here no more, but he's still here with Spirit. These characters are iconic video game characters. It's insane that they are all here in one game, totally two games, for us to play. And that leads me to this final topic of thanking Sakurai. It needs to be said, because the last part of the direct, which I thought was so beautiful, was Sakurai breaking down what Smash Brothers was in this version. 58 characters. That's astonishing. 58 characters. Because remember, we started with 12. I mean, seriously, we started with 12 characters, 8 playable, 4 unlocks, and then while we're here, 58 characters later, 88 stages, hundreds of trophies, hundreds of soundtracks, and then, online play, which we didn't have originally, which imagine if we had that back on the N64. Online play, mobile games, Smash Bros. Is mobile now. I can honestly say that, I've played Smash Bros. 3DS more than the Wii U. I've won a tournament on the Wii U version with Ike. It can be done. And, but when I'm on the go and I need something quick to play, I grab me my Smash Bros. 3DS and I fight anyone who's in my range. And it's just a beautiful thought. I wrote a piece. I think I have the link below. It's in the description. I called it Smash Brothers is about celebrating gaming generations. And if you think about it, with 58 characters, 3+ decades of gaming, that statement has never been more true. We have one of the original game characters, true game characters. We have Pac-Man. And then we have a character that was just announced, that was either about to come out or has only just come out in the world, Corrin. So from Pac-Man to Corrin, that's decades of history, and you can make a map, timeline of all the characters of when they released and where they came out, and you'll just see all the history of it. And in one game, we have all that history. Just think about that. You can have a match with Mario and Sonic and Pac-Man and Mega Man. You can finally have Link versus Cloud. You can have the primal powerhouse of Donkey Kong versus the wandering world warrior of Ryu. You can have the original video game heroine in Samus Aran versus the new face of video game heroine in Bayonetta. I'm looking forward to that one personally. You have generations of Pokemon, from Pikachu to Lucario, and dang, I just forgot the Pokemon. I apologize. I'm so excited. You have Mewtwo and Lucario and Charizard with his Mega Evolution, and Greninja. There we go. That was what I was looking for. From Pikachu to Greninja and all the generations in between. You have the Fox characters, the Fire Emblem characters. You have it's almost too much to comprehend, and yet every single game from Smash Brothers original to Wii U and 3DS, Sakurai has put so much passion. He's put his health into this. You've all read the reports of how much he's hurt himself making this game, but he did not want to stop until this game was near perfect. And if that's something we take away from this, I hope it's this, is that we are patient fans. I know it doesn't seem like it at times, but we are, because for Wii and Wii U and 3DS, we have had delays with Super Smash Bros., but we believed in Sakurai. We believed in the Team Sora and HAL Laboratory, and we believed that they would make this game great. And there was a lot of hate for Brawl, and I don't know why. I loved Brawl. It brought me Ike, it brought me Sonic, it brought me Snake, and Pit, and everything. But with Wii and 3DS, we were hoping for that big jump, and I think we got that here. We got fully supported online, not the friend codes or anything. You'd still need to use friend codes to a degree here. You had play with anyone or play with your friends. You had, online tournaments. You had 58 characters. I still can't comprehend that, ladies and gentlemen. It's beautiful. It really is. And that's why I just want to thank Sakurai, because he's been there for us. And if he's there to make the next game, I know it's going to be just as big and just as beautiful, and I can't wait to think of who's going to show up next. I mean, he's listened to the fans in many ways. We want Cloud, we want Roy, we want Ryu, we want Little Mac. We want Bowser Jr. That was a fun addition. That was totally not a clone, honestly. And, when you just think about the details and the effort, DLC, we wouldn't even have dreamed of that before, because Nintendo doesn't do a DLC. That's not who they are. But now they did, and now we've got all these characters. Bring Lucas back. Okay, here's Lucas with a really epic trailer. Where's Roy? Here's Roy. Where's Ryu? There's Ryu. Where's Cloud? There's Cloud. Where's Bayonetta? There she is. It's just fun, ladies and gentlemen. I am, and I hope to say this phrase in every episode, I am a Nintendo fanboy, born, bred, and mushroom fed. And Smash Brothers, to me, shows why Nintendo is the greatest game company out there. And yes, I know that's a bold statement. But for me, the history, the legacy, the love, the passion, the pride that they have can all be seen in one game, and that is Super Smash Brothers. Think of it like this. When that Smash Brothers Direct was announced at the previous Nintendo Direct, how many of you were hyped? How many of you knew that there was going to be character announcements? Maybe one, maybe two, maybe three. And you were like, who's it going to be? How many of you were debating who won the list, going back to Bayonetta, she was #1 in Europe. That's awesome. She was top 5 in America. That's significant. And for her to be the #1 worldwide based on realizable results, that shows the fans love for Bayonetta, and the fact that Sakurai said, okay, who can we actually bring into Smash Brothers? Can't do them, can't do them. Okay, can't do them. Bayonetta, can we do her? Let's check. We can do it. Fans want her, fans get her. Bring it on. And we're getting her. We're getting her in February, and I can't wait for February now. It's going to be a good year in 2016 for Nintendo fanboys and fangirls. And I can't wait. Now, yes, are we already anticipating the next Super Smash Bros. Game? Of course we are, because we're thinking, will Isaac finally get in the game? Will King K. Rool finally come for Rare? Where's Banjo-Kazooie? Dang you, Rare! And stuff like that. But this Direct really hammered home what Smash Bros. Is. It's a passion project. This was meant to be a joke, ladies and gentlemen. This was not supposed to work. It was released only in Japan because Mr. Iwata and Sakurai said this will not work. And we made it work. The fans, the fanboys, the fangirls, they showed their Nintendo pride and said, we love this game. Give us more. Until they made Melee. And then they made Brawl. And then they made Wii U and 3DS. And now we're waiting for Smash Brothers NX. It's probably a horrible title, but let's go with it for now. I love it. I love being a Nintendo fanboy. And Smash Brothers, for me, is one of the pinnacles of being a Nintendo fanboy. Sony tried it. Didn't really work out. Xbox can't do it. Nintendo can. And we made it so that they can every single time. And on that note, I thank you for being here for the first episode of Todd Talk. A little over 25 minutes, a little longer than I wanted, but hey, passion takes time. Am I right? So, for those who are interested, I have links below of places you can follow me, such as Facebook and Twitter. If you are interested in the comics, all right, I have links to those below. And please stay tuned, as I will be doing more episodes of Todd Talk. Say that 5 times fast. Todd Talk. And the next episode being a spoiler-filled review of Star Wars Episode 8 of The Force Awakens. I'm going to say that again. Star Wars Episode 8, The Force Awakens. Not The Force, The Force. The Force, The Force Awakens. And I'm looking forward to that. So, I thank you for listening to Todd Talk, because if you've made it that far to this point in the show, you have listened, and I am grateful. So, this is Todd Black. Thank you again for listening, and I will see you around.